Messick is an undergraduate in the creative writing program who passionately believes in the power and importance of expression. He trusts in the ability of expression to set us free, and views writing not only as an invaluable act of catharsis, but as a way in which we can more deeply and lucidly look into ourselves and our world to find what is authentic. His poetry, essays, and fiction often delve into the surreal, and he enjoys spotlighting the extraordinary in simple moments, along with the relationships, fights, falls, and realizations that help us to express our authentic selves. Please welcome Austin.
First, I want to thank my family and friends for being here today. It means a lot that y'all are here. And to Jason and Chris for giving me this opportunity. This is really special to me. First, I want to say that I've tried to structure the form of this reading to kind of be a rise, fall, and rebirth. It does, as a little note, I did just go through a breakup. So I'm kind of telling, it's not the story of that specific, but it's kind of the story of a failed relationship in the first half. And then the second is kind of that realization. The realizations and the knowledge that comes from struggle. Because I just finished reading Robert Johnson, who expresses the old axiom that oftentimes in struggle and strife is when we learn the most about ourselves. And without fall, we cannot be reborn and experience resurrection. So, with that said, this first one is called Cha Cha Cha, and it was accepted on campus here at Messick. So I'm very excited about that. Republished for the first time. So there are a few poems that are going to be from that and from Pacific Review at San Diego State. So the first one is Cha Cha Cha. Listen to this wall of instruments, sing in cobblestone space, Caribbean hymns and bongo dreams, drive drunken sangria salsa dancing on a marble mantle. My Latina chili pepper and I laugh our way into sexual innuendo and plans for a future on the rooftop, painting psychedelic love scenes in the stars. The second poem is called Pine Lake. If I asked you to reach your voice over buzzsaw madness, would you ride the Dragonfly Express line and join me in eucalyptus wanderings? Would you surf mallard ripples and sunbathe with me on Spotlight Island? We decorate our wrists in Rastafarian threading, and if you look between the weaves, our reflection smiles objective perfection. You can seduce me into shady meditations, where we can study the design of prismatic spiders, watch their blueprints crawl over the graves of forgotten trees, old legends whose wisdom can still be read in ivy poems written on a hillside. We can climb Crayola totem poles, camp out on their pinnacles. You can tell me ghost stories of your former life. I will sing you lullabies with hidden love symbols, latent catalysts, aware of potential glories that reside in patience. This is called separation anxiety. In your ambiguity, you reveal much more than you intend. I have learned to speak your vague language, to read the subtitles when your television goes static. I have stopped swimming through wet concrete in attempts to reach you because, quite frankly, being constantly beaten back by broomsticks every time I almost reach your door is enough to weigh on any man's patience. Could you please tell me how I'm supposed to survive the frigid temperatures you keep your bedroom thermostat at? I have tried every jacket, heat dish, and heating blanket that I can find, and nothing seems to keep us warm anymore. If you call to talk, I won't answer. You have to come to my house this time so we can confront the untimely cataracts in our eyes, face to face. This next poem is called Venom. This is an old poem, although I do love this poem, so yes. You are just a metaphysical, just a metaphorical, criminal, subliminal transmissions running through my brain, such a shame.
Your every word is a lie. You construct criticisms just to pass the time. You are a white squall now living on my horizon. You threaten to sink my ship and swallow my morning sun. In the night you call like the sirens of old. A cold flame runs up my spine. Dancing fear takes a hold. Prances along my nerve stem and into my brain as you train my senses to react to your sorrow and shame. Whisper sweet nothings directly into my ears with hope your serpent's poison will reach my brain that much clearer, a mirror of emotion you are. Smoky illusions skipping through my perception, laughing a hearty har-har, chuckle to yourself. As you sink your fangs in deeper, muffle my voice to a yelp, swallow all valor and vigor. For help, my subconscious wishes to cry out. The instant pleasure of the rush keeps my heart leagues from doubt that this poison, it may be crippling me, subduing all cognition, causing me to buckle at the knees. Please, a hand reaching out for a kiss, or a way to pick my body up from this crippled mess of distress, self-induced helplessness on the floor, as I lie only feet away from this situation's back door. And last night, I tried to turn the key, but to my surprise, it broke off and fell to a million pieces on the door. Floor sort of knocked. Rattle, tap, tap, bang, bang, boom, slap. A hand reached out from the keyhole, slammed my face to the mat. And as I looked clearer at the words that mat said, erase all hopes of entry from your poisoned head. This next poem is called Commitment Barbecue, and it was accepted at Pacific Review. We built a shack from rotting wood. Now we wait inside it as it burns. You lie on the bed. I stand at the window thinking I should shatter you for some fresh air. Stare into my cold eyes, flames reflect in your gaze. Disguise your bitterness behind a burnt red mask. Allow black smoke to choke our clasped hands. I will leave to the front door, quiet yet dignified. You are free to lie there cursing me, if you like, though soon you may join the ashes, blackened, fried. This is called Ghost Stories. Phosphine illusions float through my scattered consciousness. With avidity, I grab at holographic truths, flicker and fade out, to leave me standing naked, eyes closed, reaching through yesterday's ghosts. This next poem is called Desert Walks, and it is on the poem on page 48 of Maureen Niebucher's New Goose. I do a little more like philosophical, metaphysical work, so I just kind of into that. Desert walks, night hikes, transport divine cosmos. Can we perceive pushing out through mental clocks, see the timeless moment? This is called Fractals. Fractal walls and ceilings laid with crystal display an array of vibrant reflection. When sunrise enters the eyes of the earth and brings us awakening, we dream ourselves into the sky. This is another poem that was accepted at Sepakli. It's called House of I Wonder, and it is about one of my favorite places, which is the library. In this realm, quiet is a medium through which the attendants of this house speak. Transience, moving through open space to fill vacant corners of my mind's hungry avenues, where they may rest their energy for a moment, before freeing a new stream of consciousness, where their fruit may flow in rapids of juicy exploration. This poem is called At the Ocean Temple, and it's another one of my favorite places, the beach. Ocean Beach. Chaos is lost here. Waves wash away carefully drawn sand beasts that feast on beam. This western escape sanctuary From glistening monuments to greed and enslavement of spirit lie east, among trolley cars and tourist traps. In 21 years, I have learned this palace of perpetual change, uncontrollable power, one of the soulful places peace is found. As sun fights against jaws of gray-scaled beast from the far west, extends its tentacles over human rooftops, wraps around skyscrapers like vicious vines to choke out their joy, I remain free in soft asylum, hidden under its belly. Here there is no pain. I recede into the sand, listen to the quiet voice of God that only comes through waves. Translated into a song the heart can only hear, love, and live within, for one cannot conquer a being of such grandeur. And this last poem is accepted, another poem accepted at Pacific Review, and it is called Sidewalk Storm. I walk these city streets stripped bare. Feel a torrential downpour of faces stare ever violently into my soul to judge my passions, fears, loves, and doubts with fervent fury, and I love them. I forgive their piercing eyes, for it is no personal vendetta against me they serve, only their longing to catch a glimpse of themselves in a reflection in a human face, whipped by the fear they might not hear their own voice, and hope to find a reminder of its radiance in the expression of an honest heart. Thank you.